Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about how Virtuo is going to enter the Chinese market. The Chinese market is currently a very attractive one with its growing business opportunities, strengthened economic power, and its large consumer base. For that reason, different worldwide companies and businesses are starting to open up to the Chinese market and engage their offerings in China. However, while moving into markets of other countries may seem simpler, opening a business in the Chinese market is a very critical move that needs a wide understanding of the Chinese market and a very well organized, studied, and structured strategy for a successful transmission. Despite these challenges, many businesses around the world may be potential players in the Chinese market. One of these businesses is Virtuo. The following section will be introducing what Virtua is, why it is a potential player in the Chinese market, and what is the strategy it should follow for this successful transmission.
Thank you, Mariane. So I'll be speaking about Virtuo. So Virtuo is a Paris-based startup that has built a very streamlined all-digital approach for those who wish to rent a car probably for a few days or for a few months. It's on a mission to provide the best car experience that makes owning a car completely redundant while freeing consumers and our cities from the burden of car ownership. Virtuo is a complete tech-invested, all digital and streamlined car rental company. There is no paperwork hassle, with everything being handled through an online application. In fact, consumers even have the option of getting a car delivered to and picked up from their location. Thus it eliminates the long lines at the airport, at the hotel garage, where usually consumers would get their rental cars. Consumers are also provided with a virtual key to operate their rented car. All of these offerings and services are major advantages that allows Virtuo to stand out of other competitive traditional rental companies. And such of these benefits and advantages are the main reasons behind Virtuo's customer share growth and also their profits margin over the year. With such great success and growth, it has given them a very strong competitive advantage, and it's given them a step to be able to penetrate into the China market as well. This will be a plus for both Virtuo as a company, and it's also going to be a plus for China as a country in itself. Now, what is the main question? Why are we going into the China markets? And before going into the China markets, we've decided to streamline into Beijing itself before going straight into all of the mainland China. Now, why are we going into Beijing? It attracts a lot of foreign investors, and it also serves as a popular tourist destination, having a large population of over 9 million people. This is one of the Chinese market that is really open to foreign investors, new businesses, international opportunities. And it also has both Chinese citizens as well as many tourists that come into this city on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, and even on a yearly basis. And this makes it quite easy for consumers of these new markets to be able to adapt to the model of Virtuo in its own sense. In turn, we would facilitate Virtuo's complete penetration into China. In fact, this service will be widely appreciated by both the inhabitants of Beijing itself and even for tourists that will be coming into Beijing. So I'm going to be handing over to my partner to speak about the current status and the presence and social media platforms of Virtuo currently in Europe.
Thank you. Okay, so back to the social media platforms. As you can see, Virtuo is really active on social media platforms. In fact, on Instagram, we can see that the bio focuses mainly on the benefits of the service. It has around 8,562 followers. When it comes to the content, it focuses on the unique life moments and experiences. It also mentions some COVID-19 related content, and it also highlights the different cars that are available and that are included in the service. There are clear content, nice resolutions, and good videos. And we even We even have a catalog with all of the services included. When it comes to the the account is also verified on Instagram, and this is good for credibility. And there's a link to download the application. When it comes to Facebook, it has the same content and the same concept as Instagram, and the followers is around 15K followers. However, the frequency of posting on Instagram, on Facebook, is less than Instagram. However, and unfortunately, we can notice that the interaction of people with the content is a bit not in very relation with the number of followers, because like we have around 20-30 likes and 400 views with respect to 15K followers and 8. Yeah, they should work on people's interaction with the content and their engagement with the content. Thank you.
Now we are moving into Virtuo's campaign case study. For example, this campaign about announcing the new Mercedes-Benz that they're introducing to their fleet. This was their most viewed campaign with an average of 5,000 views for all of them. And they posted on all 4 Instagram accounts in Virtuo France, Italy, UK, and Spain. And it was also posted in its different languages, so that way it was targeted to each country. This here promotes a luxury and lifestyle experience, and it also shows happiness and create social connections with everyone. Now, moving on to Virtuo's competitors and their online presence. It basically has 3 main competitors, which is Avis, and it's also just a traditional car rental company that has a QR code on their website. It's very traditional. It doesn't look like it's targeted to any country. It's the same format that it's given to, for example, the US or France, and it's just done into the Chinese language or Mandarin. And the second one is Ehai, and it also includes a QR code. What it's different from the other ones is that it helps obtain a driver's permit. So that way it makes the process easier to drive. And they also have an English version of the website. And they also include an app. Now Hertz, it's a QR code that they have. The good thing is that they have partnerships with 70 cities. And it's an English version of their website as well. And they also have an app. And what is good is that they're also present on Weibo. So they're widely available. That's our STP strategy.
Okay, now when it comes to the STP strategy, to segment first the market. We have lots of segmentations. We have business people who want quick rides to their offices or to their houses on their way back. We have the young adults who are people our age, who want to like plan trips, go have fun, go on fun experiences, and they may take a car for a short time or for a longer time for the trip, and they focus on the experience. And we have the families who want to go in groups, who want to go in a safe way, but at the same time plan family trips. They can be short or long as well. Now, when it comes to targeting, we target all 3 segments, but it is important that we focus that it focuses more on young adults and families, as the company focuses most on the experiences and the fun experiences they have with the vehicles. So it is important to focus on young adults and families and providing them with this fun experience in a very nice way and in a very simple way with this service. And it is important also to focus on the luxurious part of the service, because usually the cars are very luxurious, well maintained, and of high quality. So you can have a fun experience with a luxurious feel as well. For the positioning, mainly this is it: luxury, premium vehicles, premium vehicles that can be present and available at people's service right away without them having to wait in lines or anything. And it focuses on the real life moments with the high quality of the service and then of the vehicles themselves. Thank you. Now we have to go to the non-social media companies that can be used to target the markets.
So for non-social media companies that we're targeting, there's many different approaches that Virtuo can take when going into China. For starters, we would start, in my opinion, with websites recommending solutions to problems. So an example, that would be a website called Any Helper. This website called Any Helper is for foreigners who, upon arriving in China, don't really know the ropes, and they have access to a bunch of users who have lived in China for many years and have lots of experiences and are often there to help find solutions to problems that people have. It started off as being a company that recommended restaurants or places to sightsee, but now recommends the best applications, the best ways to solve your problems. Therefore, adding Virtuo to this website or application and having it promoted as a way to get around faster than hailing a taxi or taking the metro if you want to go on a road trip for a couple of days could be a promising way to get Virtuo out there into China, and it's ensuring that it gets into the hands of people who are interested in having this kind of service. Another possible way that Virtuo could be present in China would be attempting to partner with a company like NIO or Tesla, the top car companies in China. And there are many different possibilities. Once they partner with this company, they could offer to rent the cars that just come out for a test drive for a couple days instead of a couple hours, giving people more opportunity to fall in love with the vehicles that they're renting out, and therefore making it more likely that they will end up purchasing it in the end. Perhaps the ability to join a lottery via our application that people can attempt to win an ability or a slot to drive the brand new cars that come out from Tesla and NIO, giving them the first look through our application, therefore gaining gaining popularity for both us and Tesla and NIO or whatever company involved. And lastly, trying to get a collaboration with a KOL or a company like Didi Dacha in China, which is the Uber of China. A collaboration with a KOL or influencer marketing could be very interesting, especially if we were able to get one of the top Chinese KOL focused around cars or driving, at least in this industry, as getting our service known to people would most likely be the best way, especially if they were able to post videos or posts about being able to rent their favorite cars through our application would be extremely positive, especially because influencer marketing is a very big deal in China at the moment. Like I said, being able to partner with a company like Didi Dacha, which for the moment has many different services on their application, not limited to just simply like Uber, which is ordering a car at the push of a button on your phone. However, being able to rent a car in their application could be a way to go, as it's very similar to what they're already offering, but could be through a partnership with us, could offer clients even more capabilities using their application, making them the number one go-to, if they're not already the number one go-to in China for these kind of services. And being able to implement our business model into their application and services would be extremely beneficial, in our opinion, to both parties, therefore making it a win-win situation for everyone.
So we would like to suggest a few social media platforms to launch our Virtuo as an company. So the first one is RenRen. So RenRen is formerly known as Xioni Network is a Chinese social networking platform, just like Facebook. So it is popular among college students, and it was launched in 2011, and currently it has got almost 160 million registered users so far. And the best part is that we have around 14 dealerships and 14 in 14 cities across 12 provinces in China. So this platform would be a good start for Virtuo to be launched. And the next one is WeChat. WeChat is a Chinese multipurpose messaging social media platform, and it also got a mobile payment application developed by Tencent. First released in 2011, it has become the world's largest standalone mobile application in 2018 with over 1 billion monthly active users. It was developed by Tencent Holding Limited, and currently it is available in 17 languages all over the world. So it is a pretty famous platform, and it is available all over the world. So WeChat is like common among all the people in this world who are like using the digital medium. And the third one is Weibo. It is actually called as Sina Weibo. It is a Chinese microblogging website launched by Sina Corporation on 14th August 2009. It is one of the biggest social media platform in China with over 445 million monthly active users in the quarter of like 2008, in the year 2018. So going to the next slide, I would like to tell you some ways where all this can be implemented, just like all the online strategies that can allow Virtuo to get launched in the Chinese market, and like build a pretty much customer base, and like it could be a good start using these platforms. So the first one I would like to like we think that influential marketing is the key to in the China market. So there are over the years, since the internet has been come into use, and the IoT has been like it is common among all the users who use a mobile phone or like internet like over the years, and the platform of YouTube is actually brought the launch of influential marketers in the digital medium. So influential marketers are the people who do video blogging and vlogs and blogs, who actually try to just keep the users engaged on the websites, and through their videos and posts, a lot of people who subscribe to it because the content is very much interesting. So these kind of people who literally drive the market on the online platform can be the key to actually introduce Virtuo into the market of China. So because influential marketers already have a good customer base over the years, and then they have at least a good number of subscribers or customers who watch the content, so it can be a good launchpad for Virtuo. The second one is endorsement through payment methods. In China, just like the other places, in India there have been applications like Google Pay and Phone Pay for the payment methods, and just like similar to other countries. In China, Alipay and Apple Pay and Square are pretty famous, and it has been widely used all over the mainland China. So partnering with these companies would actually help Virtuo to drive in revenue into the company because the value that they give into the customers to probably help the customers reach from one place to another itself saves a lot of time and effort. And I guess partnering with these companies would actually bring in a lot of commercial statement of endorsing, and Alipay and Apple Pay itself gives a medium where we can actually keep our transactions very safe, and that leads to a genuinity of the company. The third one is the live commerce in China. Though not the entire world, but in China, live commerce and live streaming to endorse products are very famous, and a lot of customers actually tune into that particular webinar, or like those live streaming, just like which happens on Facebook. They tune into these platforms where they actually where the influential marketers actually interact with their customers, and they endorse the products, and they actually describe the entire product and the service. So influential marketers can actually use this platform to actually endorse Virtuo, and like just connect to the people and tell them how easy it is to use Virtuo as an application, and Virtuo and and the feasibility of Virtuo to actually help those customers to move from one place to another, which can actually be the key factor to driving the revenue and also increase the market. And it will definitely help us to just be as a brand, a new brand in China. And the fourth one is the SEO. SEO, there has been a lot of optimization in the search engine for so similarly, if at all we use the SEO to just bring in Virtuo on the top of the list while we Google it, or any other platform where we can any other search engine. So, and there are a few tips for SEO as well. So improving the existing content with missing subtopics, and sending emails to everyone you link to, adding internal links to new pages, do an annual content audit, repurposing the blog post as videos, and respond to relevant requests, monitoring the competing backlines for underperforming content, fixing pages with broken backlines are some of the tips that we can use to optimize so that the Virtuo can feature on the top of the list on any search engine. And the fifth one is video content marketing, making commercials of Virtuo as a brand, and how exactly Virtuo works, and the value that it delivers to the customers in China can be a key factor where people can actually communicate, where people can actually know what exactly Virtuo is. And doing this in a native language of China, which is Mandarin, could actually help people to understand what exactly it is, because a lot of there might be a few people who don't really know the official suppose we do it in English, it might really not work, but doing it in Chinese language will really hit the target audience, because our target audience is not just a particular segment of people, because Virtuo can be a target audience for like all the people in the country, because even from a kid to an old man, I guess everybody needs to travel, and Virtuo can do the magic of helping them to travel from one place to another. So video content marketing and making commercials and endorsing them on all platforms, all through the internet, and using the paid doing the paid advertisement using the commercials can be a key factor to just introduce Virtuo as a brand in China. So these are the few kind of strategies that we would like to use to launch Virtuo in China, and probably create a good customer base and drive in the revenue, and eventually put in some value in China and help China grow as a country. We would like to thank you for giving us an opportunity to just allowing us to presenting this unique way of introducing Virtuo as a brand in China. Thank you.